Hey guys, in this video today we are going to be going over some things we can do with the ball to help improve our ball handling skills. The first thing we'll review are foundational touches. Those are going to help improve your ball handling skills and make you more comfortable with the ball at your feet. And then we're going to get into some skill moves. Skill moves are going to help us keep possession of the ball while maneuvering around the opponent while we are playing. So up first are the foundational touches. So the first one we'll have here are toe taps. When we do toe taps, it's important we use just the tip of our cleat. We stay on our toes and move those feet quickly, alternating tapping on top of the ball. As you see here, I'll start to move around the ball, so you can do what are called around the worlds, which is what you see me starting to do here, where you just move around the ball while doing your toe taps as you're seeing now. And the next one are tic-tocs. With tic-tocs, we're going to use the instep, which is the inside of our foot. We're going to stay on our toes nice and light, and we're just going to bounce that ball back and forth between our insteps. It's important that when we're first learning this, we try and stay in one space, and we keep control of that ball between our feet. If you're wanting more of a challenge, you can start to move around, as you'll see me begin to do here. You can go front to back. You can turn, you can walk it forwards, and you can walk it backwards while doing your tic-tocs. But the most important thing is we stay on our toes and we keep it between our feet under control. Up next, we have rollovers. Rollovers is when we go across our body while rolling the ball. So as you'll see here, I'm using my right foot currently to roll it across my body. And now I'll switch to my left foot to roll it across my body. When we do rollovers, we keep those hips and shoulders facing directly forward. You can think of your belly button pointing forward as well. We use just the tip of the cleat and stay nice and light on the ball. Anytime we're putting our foot on top of the ball, I always like to tell my athletes that we pretend the ball is an egg. We don't want to crack the egg by putting too much pressure on it, because if we try and balance on a circular object, we are going to end up falling. If you keep your hips and shoulders facing forward, you'll have better directional control of the ball, and as you'll see here, that is exactly what's happening with me. I'm keeping everything forward, and I'm able to roll that ball over in a straight line. And of course, we eventually want to speed it up, so you can eventually do it as fast as you are seeing me here in this video clip. And last but not least are our forward and backward rolls. So these are essentially toe taps. We're just going to begin moving. So again, we're staying on the toes. We're using just the tip of the cleat, staying nice and light on the ball. But instead of staying in one space like we do with our toe taps, we're either going to push that ball forward or we're going to bring it back towards ourselves for our forward and backward rolls. Up next are the skill moves. Our first skill move you'll see here is called the can crusher. The can crusher is a single foot move, meaning only one foot is involved throughout the entire move. We're going to bring our foot right around the front of the ball, and then you'll use the outside of that same foot to push the ball. Go around the front, outside. Go around the front, outside. Around the front, outside. And eventually we'll want to speed this up as well, as you'll see me beginning to do here. And here's just another view so you can clearly see what my feet are doing. Also notice when I'm using the outside of my foot, I'm doing heel down, toe up. That gives me increased ball control when using the outside of my foot. When we do can crusher too, we want to keep that foot low right in front of the ball, as you see me doing here. If we pick our foot up over the top, the opponent will just stick their foot under and take the ball from us. And now you're going to see me doing the can crusher in action. You also may have heard of this move referred to as the step over. Both terms are correct. There's just different names for the same move. Up next, we have the single scissor. The single scissor is a two-footed move, meaning both feet are involved. Unlike can crusher, we're going to go around the back side, then use the outside of our foot to push that ball. Go around the back, outside. So you're going to move your foot in the opposite direction that you would for can crusher, and the foot that goes around is not the foot that pushes the ball. So we always think opposite. So the foot that goes around will plant, and then the other foot pushes. Goes around, plant, push. And you'll see here again, I'm going to go around, plant, push. Around, plant, push. And here's that single scissor in action as I'm dribbling. When we're doing our skill moves, it's important to remember that we always want to keep the ball close to us in order to maintain possession. So if you do the move and the ball goes far away from you, then you need to keep working on mastering that move. Now here's the double scissor. So with single scissor, we just went around the ball once, planted and pushed. This time you're going to go around, around, and push. So both feet will go around, and the first foot that moves is the foot that pushes. So I'll go around, around, and push. Around, around, and push. So again, the first foot that moves is the foot that pushes. So right here, you'll see my right foot go around, then my left, and since my right was the first one to go around, it is the one to push the ball. And here is that double scissor while dribbling. If you're doing the double scissor while dribbling, your feet have got to be moving rather quickly. And when you're doing all of these moves while dribbling, it's very important that we are staying light and on our toes to help us move faster. That way we're able to keep possession of that ball. Up next, we have the L drag. The L drag is going to be a pullback in which we pull the ball back towards ourselves and then push it with our instep back behind us to that other foot. You are essentially creating the letter L with your ball movements, as you'll see me doing here. The whole goal of this is to pull it back towards you, push it behind you, up to that other foot to put yourself between the ball and the opponent. Also, when we do the L drag, it's important we get that front foot placed far enough ahead of us, out of the way, so when we pull the ball back behind us, we're not running into our front plant foot. And once you pull the ball back, it's important that your other foot, the foot not pulling and pushing the ball, reaches around to grab the ball on the other side, so that way you are able to maintain possession. And last but not least, we have the Cruyff. This one is where we step over the ball, and then we use our other foot using the instep to push it behind us. So it's similar to the L drag, we're just taking out the pullback and we're just stepping directly in front of the ball, while the instep of the other foot pushes it up and behind us to that other foot. And here you'll see me doing it while dribbling. Again, all we're doing is we're just stepping in front of the ball, and then the other foot pushes it up and behind you, using that instep to push it to the other foot. Again, remember when we're doing skill moves to stay light and on our toes to help us keep up with the ball, be faster, and have better chances of maintaining possession.